What's good, everybody? This your boy Blackout Jones with Just Shooting Sports. I have something to say. If you ask for it, he will come. If you ask for it, he will come. Did the 2021 season and 2022 season Josh Heupel show up last night in Kentucky? I think he did. Will that same energy continue throughout the season? We're just going to have to wait and see. The defense, on the other hand, well, you know my thoughts on that. But what does everybody say? Hey, a win is a win.
Survive if I let you.
Hey, I had to crack a little joke there in the beginning of that intro. But anyway, before I get started, I want to thank everyone that has continued to support this channel. I want to thank everyone that continues to support me as an individual. For those that continue to watch, thank you for your support. For those that may have dipped in a little bit and dipped out, hey, I still appreciate your support. Thank you very much. Also, don't forget to subscribe, follow, like, share, definitely comment. I really would appreciate it. The ones that have been commenting, the ones that I've had dialogue with, thank you very much. It means a lot to me. And I really like the fact that we're able to, discuss these things in a very great manner. There's never no disrespect or anything like that. And that's what I truly appreciate. It's just clean dialogue between you and me, the Vols fans of other teams. So I definitely appreciate that. But let's go ahead and get to it. Last night at Kroger Field in Lexington, Kentucky, the Tennessee Volunteers defeated the Kentucky Wildcats 56-34. Joey Aguilar led the way with 396 yards and 3 touchdowns with no interceptions. Star Thomas had 10 carries for 64 yards and 1 touchdown. Deshaun Bishop had 14 carries for 48 yards with 2 touchdowns. The receiving core, they combined for 350 yards receiving, with Chris Brazzell leading the way. He had 138 yards with 1 touchdown. Mike Matthews had 107 yards and 1 touchdown. And Brandon Staley, he had 105 yards with no touchdowns, but he still made an impact in the game. Ethan Davis came back from injury. He had 2 receptions for 23 yards with 1 touchdown in the back of the end zone, which was a pretty pass and a pretty catch by Ethan Davis. Rodarius Jackson, he came in and he caught 1 pass for 19 yards, and Miles Kitselman 1 pass for 4 yards. Defensively, before I even get to the defense, I truly believe that we played a better game than we did last week. As far as the penalties are concerned, I know we had 6 for 56 yards, which for me, that's a win. Why? Because most of those penalties, we didn't really shoot ourselves in the foot. Now, there were some defensive penalties that occurred. There was a holding. I think we had a holding on offense. I know we had a pass interference on defense. I can't remember the other penalties that we had, but the offensive line did well in regard to pass blocking than they did last week. I think that still need to clean some things up in regards to the run game. The running offensive line as far as run blocking didn't really do too well in that I guess in that department. But didn't really need to tonight. We pretty much went in the air. I mean, shit. Josh Heupel went back to 2021, 2022 Josh Heupel. And the reason why I said that in the beginning is because when I kept saying, if you ask for it, it will come. As y'all know, people that have been on my channel, that have commented, that continue to, support me. We talked about where is the 2021 and 2022 Josh Heupel. Well, damn it. I felt like it showed itself last night, because normally when we had a lead the way we had it, like even when we were up 28-7, Or no, take that back. Yeah, we was up 28-7, and remember, Kentucky stormed back, made it 28-21, and then that beautiful, beautiful 2-minute drill to perfection. We ended up going straight down the field, put more points on the board, and then Kentucky came out the second half, failed, and then we got the ball back. And from that moment, when we got the ball back in the second half, and we were up 35-21, as my intro says, as the music plays, you know what it is. It was all gas and no brakes from that point moving forward. It looked like the Josh Heupel when we whooped out Missouri back in the day, and he continued to put foot on neck, and that's what he did. It seemed like from that point moving forward, every time we got the ball, it was go deep, touchdown after touchdown after touchdown. As you can see, 56 points, no field goals, no nothing. It was straight touchdowns, and that's what I appreciated. And hell, even towards the end of the game, if he really wanted to be petty enough, he could have scored again. But he decided to be the good guy, and we kneeled, and we came out of there with a 56-34 victory. So, but with that being said, I need that same energy, and I think hopefully that Alabama game woke him up as far as coaching is concerned, because he didn't leave nothing uncovered on that field last night against the Kentucky Wildcats. He put it all on the line, and as you can see, we were very successful. Now, with all that being said, let's talk about the defense. Defensively, once again, we have pretty much a no-name quarterback making his first start against Tennessee. Now, he played the week before against Texas, came in. But, of course, against Tennessee, what does he do? What have I been talking about? There's always a quarterback that comes in and throws over 300 yards. What did he do last night? He threw for 330 yards, 5 touchdowns, I might add, in one pick, which that pick was very beautiful, by the way, by Farouk. I like that, boy. I like that. Plus the fumble. The defense, yes, they scored a touchdown. They scored 5 this year. They tied for the lead in the FBS, which I have no problem with that. The problem I have is that for whatever reason, we still continue to make these quarterbacks that we don't even really have no clue about look good against our defense. At this point, hey man, the defense is what it is at this point. There is no helping it. They are who they are, just like last year. That defense, who was elite, they were who they were. So, as a Vol fan, and for other Vol fans, my only thing is, this is just who they are at this point. Jamal McCoy ain't going to come in and save it. Ricky Gibson can't come in and save it. For me, personally, I don't even think Jamal McCoy is going to even play this year, because that's how it's looking right now. That's just how it looks. Why would you at this point? I think the only time he will come and play is if we make it to the college football playoff. Now, I could be wrong. He could come before that. Who knows? But right now, I truly believe if we make the college football playoff, that's the only time he's showing up. Now, Ricky Gibson, he's done. We already know he was done for the year, but that's what I feel. Now, Perlotti, I think he played pretty well for the most part. Farouk, he played pretty well for the most part. You know, we got young cats, and what I mean by young cats, we have great talent. We have great talent coming down the pike. We have great talent for the future. The future was out there last night. But right now, the present, yes. Once again. And then we gave up 34 points to a team that only averaged 22.5. Once again, this is where we at. But you know, a win is a win, right? That's all that matters. But anyway, hope we can, grow from this and because next week We got a team that can play defense. We have a team that has a quarterback that likes to run. You know we have issues with that, with a quarterback that likes to run, that has wheels, if you will. And yes, we are playing at home. Yes, we are playing against the Chuck Wagons, the Oklahoma Sooners, as they like to be called. Once again, Josh Heupel coaches against his alma mater. Now, Ole Miss was able to take care of business in Oklahoma, in Norman. I think we'll be able to take care. I can say I think. I know we're going to take care of business in Knoxville against those Sooners. And oh yeah, by the way, once again, baby, you know we love night games. That's all we like to do now. We like to play night games. So a night game at Neyland Stadium, you already know what it's going to be. Pandemonium at its best. And I'm all here for it. And I know you are too. But anyway, to end this video, I just want to say congratulations to the University of Tennessee. Congratulations to Joey Aguilar. Yes, he threw over 200 yards again yesterday, which continued the streak, the longest streak in FBS right now, to 23, completing 200 or more yards in a career. He's going to do that next week too. The wide receiving core, I just want to give y'all a shout out. Why? Because you didn't drop no passes the last night. You didn't drop any passes, and look what you produced. 350 yards. 100 yards apiece for 3 wide receivers. You can't beat that. You just can't. But anyway, you know who I am, Blackout Jones. You know where you are, just shooting the sports. And you know, anytime I talk about my Tennessee Volunteers, our Tennessee Volunteers, anytime I talk about that power T and that little T, you know what it is. Go Big Orange and go damn Vols. Let's get it. In Oklahoma, we coming for your ass. Bang, bang.
Survive.